Welcome to our live training session number 18, part 2. In this video, we're going to learn how to get our engine fired up using our AEM Infinity, tackle the idle control, tune our low cam VE fuel table, as well as tune our spark timing and setting up our knock control. We're going to have a lot of things to cover, so let's jump into our live training session so we can get started. Welcome back to our live training session here with our Honda S2000 using AEM Infinity. Now in the last video, we covered all the details and all the programming details to set up our base session file for this vehicle. Now it's supercharged, it has larger injectors, upgraded fuel pump, different map sensor, fuel pressure sensor, the onboard lambda sensor. So there's a whole bunch of things and details that we've already configured, so now we're ready to fire it. So a couple things we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be taking a look at optimizing our VE table 1 here, or low cam of operation. We've disabled VTEC, so we've effectively turned that off right now. We're going to have our VE table 2 here be used for the VTEC operation. So we're going to be taking a look at that in the next video. We're trying to optimize everything here on our VE table 1, as well as taking a look at optimizing our spark timing here in our table for our idle and part throttle, and even some of maybe the full throttle areas operation. We're always going to be taking a look at our knock sensor calibration and any other details here, such as hot start. So we're going to be taking a look at a couple of different things, a couple of different procedures in the video. So first and foremost here, we're going to jump into our start menu. We're going to start to log here and allow it to fire up and evaluate if it needs to have any changes done. Now, I'm not going to be making any changes immediately to my fuel trim coolant table or to my lambda after start table. We're going to be leaving these alone and allowing it to just simply come up and start to come up to operating temperature and run. Then we can start to take a look at doing our VE fuel tuning here. We don't want to go and add or subtract any fuel when we're firing it off right now unless we absolutely have to, because we don't know where our values are going to be at in here. So we don't know how relevant our VE table is right now, and this table is going to be applying modifiers above and beyond that. So the fuel trim coolant is going to be a percentage multiplier based on our coolant temp and our after start time, and then our lambda after start table is going to be modifying what our lambda target is going to be. We've specified our lambda target in our table right here. So we should be about 14 to 14.7 air fuel of a target when we're running. We're going to find that our lambda after start here is going to be going in and subtracting it and making our target lambda a little bit richer. So instead of being 14.7, it might be something like 12.8 or 13.0 air fuel. We're going to be seeing that reported here in our lambda target, as well as our lambda 1 actual target. And we're going to be doing our tuning here. Once it fires up, we're going to be in closed loop operation. We're going to find here that our lambda and number 1 injector feedback is going to be showing us plus or minus 20% of adjustment to get back from our lambda, our actual air fuel, to our target air fuel. So it's going to be making adjustments for us. We're going to be using that to guide us in tuning our VE table tuning and doing all of our tuning in this tutorial. So it's very, very straightforward. You'll be seeing that. So at this point, we're ready to fire it off. Now, one more thing before we fire it off. I do have a spark plug lead that's going to be connected between my number 1 coil pack and my number 1 spark plug. And I have my timing light clipped onto that, and I'm going to be using that to allow me to check the timing when the engine comes up to operating temperature. And we have our ignition sync value that AEM has provided us here. We can jump into our diagnostics tab. We're going to be finding we have a trigger offset here. That's 10.5. So it's 10.5 degrees is going to be where it's going to be referencing its timing from. This should be pretty relevant